So Henry Cecil has won our feature handicap here at Newmarket today with Thomas Chippendale. A horse, Henry, that you've always had quite high hopes for. It must have pleased you to see him put it all together today.
Yeah, it did. I mean, he's taken a long time to come to himself. He wasn't eating very well or doing very well. And he ran at Newbury and came round the outside and didn't have a very good race, really. The idea to run him here rather than travelling, rather than galloping him, was just give him some experience to see if there's any chance he could go to Ascot for Sir Robert, yeah? And he wants a mile and a half, and hopefully he'll come on for this race and we can go for the King Edward. Yeah?
He was quite impressive today. It sounds from what you're saying like he's a bit of a delicate flower, he's a bit of a work in progress.
Well, he's coming now, and I think that might just put him right, and I'd expect him to improve. So looking at the 3-year-olds this year, apart from the Derby winner, you can take the Lingfield Trial, the horse today who was second,
Shantaram.
Yeah, I mean, he won, but I mean, maybe that I deserve to run races like that. Yeah?
You've got a clutch of 3-year-olds all just sort of bubbling under at the moment with the impressive Epsom winner Rootham Heath and Frankel's brother Noble Mission and this horse. From what you're saying, I'm getting the feeling that you're thinking you could have a dart at something a bit better with all of those.
I think I've got 3 or 4 horses which are always light, but all your geese don't turn into swans. And they're just beginning to come. I mean, the horse has been running, I think 8 or 9 and 1 out of the last 16 runners, yeah? Something like that. So they're just coming into form, and I think they're improving. So, but they've got to keep stepping up. Yeah?
Do you see this horse as more of a horse for that sort of mile and a half trip than Rootham Heath, who was quite impressive over a mile and a quarter at Epsom?
Yeah, I think Rootham Heath will probably go for the mile and a quarter race, and it was probably a stipulate. He'll get a mile and a quarter as well, and he's got a good turn of foot. Yeah? They'll probably go in that direction. I don't want 3 in a race because it's too much effort trying to saddle 3 horses, isn't it? Yeah? I have a heart attack at my age.
You've only 2 eyes as well. You can't have eyes everywhere.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't get fined 25 quid. I'm Scottish for being late into paddock, so I think 2 in a race is enough, isn't it?
You made mention of the fact that one 3-year-old seems to stand head and shoulders above all others, and that's Camelot. As a relatively impartial observer, what were your thoughts on his Derby victory?
Yeah, I think he's obviously a very nice horse. Yeah? I mean, a very nice horse. I mean, how good the 3-year-olds are this year are debatable, even in the milers and the mile and a half. He's definitely by far the best. I mean, I'd love to see Camelot run in the Irish Derby, and I'd love to hope that if we can go to York and step up and trip, I'd love the 2 to run in. We can see the 2 generations. People complaining that I keep running in Frankel against a lesser opposition, but there are 4 Group 1 races over a mile in the year, yeah? And I love winning races. And if I say, well, this race is going to be too easy, I'm not going for it, well, it doesn't make any sense. I like winning races. I remember once having a horse of a certain name, called Raymond Zolka, and the first horse I ever bought for him, and he cost about 7,000. He won about 6-7 races, and I had him in a condition race at Goodwood, and he dried up, and he got a walkover, yeah. And I was thrilled because in those days another winner's a winner, yeah. And I got first, second, third money. So I rang Raymond up and said, it's his first horse, mind you. It's not his fault. I said, we got a walkover tomorrow at Goodwood. He said, is that a good thing? I thought, please yourself, really.
Another one by your name and a few more quid.
I said we can take him out now quickly, and you can give the money to the racecourse.
But by the same token, you've always been a fierce competitor and a real sportsman, and you'd like to see the best horses take on Frankel, so you can prove he's every bit as exceptional as you think he is.
It'll come. I mean, no Group 1 race is a walkover, and things can happen. There's such things as certainty. But it'd be nice when he steps up to a mile and a quarter, which hopefully will at York time. I don't want to do it any earlier. And we take up on another different type of horse. Yeah? I mean, people talk about caviar and Black Caviar and Frankel. Well, it's a stupid, really. I mean, one is a sprinter and one's a miler going on to a mile and a quarter. So if you bring them back to 6 or 7 furlongs together, it's rather like Bolt, the runner, over 100 yards, going for the London Marathon, isn't it?
Yes, kind of, I suppose. It's a slightly bigger leap of the imagination.
They're 2 different... Not really. They're 2 different types of... No, I don't think it is a leap of the imagination at all. I think I'm talking a lot of sense and you're talking a lot of rubbish.
As regards,
I've got to do another interview. You're not the only pebble on the beach.
listen, I must just ask you before you go, are you conclusively ruling out the idea of the eclipse for Frank?
Well, that's not at the moment in my mind. I mean, twice over is probably go for the cliffs. I mean, I think we want to take it step by step, and I think by York it'd be ideal, yeah? And then we'll go from there. Yeah? That's the idea, but I mean, you know, it's the Prince's horse, and he'll make the final decision. But that's more the plan we're working on. But things can change.
Now, Henry, CNN are here. I need to let you go and find the other pebbles.
Thank you.
Thanks for chatting to us.